All right, I said this would be fun, and oh. um, so we have Halloween 2, the remake, so Halloween 2, 2009. Yeah. Ew. You remember when I was like really positive about the first one, and then I kind of laughed when I started thinking about the second one? Yeah. So this film starts off like it's going to be like a remake of the original two, because that basically takes place immediately after the first film, and we see Laurie just get, like kind of run around, well not run around, just covered in fucking blood and guts, just like walking through town. It's unclear how much of this is a dream sequence, because eventually it happens like Halloween 2. Michael Myers shows up. Sorry, I've got Jason on the brain because we'll get to that. Michael Myers shows up, eventually ends up killing people. Cool. Laurie, I have to mention, Laurie obviously meets a kind guard who, I can't remember the actor's name, but I know he's in a lot of Star Trek. I know he's in, and I can't pinpoint. I think he's in. I think he's in Inner Light. I think he's also in the Augments arc from Star Trek Enterprise. Augments, or I think that's right. Anyway, so Jason shows up and basically is almost going to kill Laurie, but doesn't, because it's a dream, I think. Again, it is not clear. The film takes place, then starts like, continues on from like a year later, where Laurie is now living with her best, her best friend and cop dad, and honestly, this Laurie, what they kind of do to Laurie is she's just like so kind of whiny and just like kind of really annoying, just shouting at everyone. It's just like, we get it. You've had some problems, but so has your best friend. Oh, sorry, pardon me. They also nearly died. But she seems to ignore that entirely in any way. I should also mention that Michael Myers, although he was supposed, died, technically, at least I thought he died, he ends up escaping. He keeps getting visions of his mother, which, remember when I mentioned Jason a lot earlier? Yeah, it just feels very Jason-y. Because it didn't really seem like Michael had anything much for his mother in the previous film. And here she shows up as kind of this angelic figure with a white horse. A lot, she gave him a unicorn. They have a few scenes right at the start which are supposed to take place, in when he was hospitalized. But yeah, it's like he gets some kind of, and he just kind of gets these visions. It's not clear, and Laurie basically is kind of whiny. Eventually, Michael does end up finding her. But Laurie's kind of slowly descended into madness. As evidenced by like the start that didn't happen. It's one of these things where I'm like, she's gone slightly mad, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, she just gets, it's just constantly like a little bit whiny, and you're like, this is supposed to be this like she's going through struggles, but you'd feel like she'd have dealt with some of this since this is a year later. I don't know. It's one of these things. I'm just like so. But anyway, we cut to like Dr. Loomis, who's basically on a book tour, and he's published basically details about Laurie and how she's connected to Michael Myers, and put like I think it put a picture in the book. So now everyone kind of knows about her. It's one of those things where it's like, it's unclear how that really hurts her in some ways, because Michael was coming for her regardless. Like, so it doesn't really hurt anyone really? Like, obviously it's bad, like, you know, to have that kind of details, but it's not exactly like Michael didn't know about this stuff anyway. Yeah, Dr. Loomis kind of gets a bit made fun of because he goes onto a chat show with Chris Hardwick, and Chris Hardwick is not playing himself, but Weird Al, who is. Yeah. It's a weird one because basically everyone, Laura's like friends, her best friend ends up dying. You know, the one that she kept whining about that she'd had so much problems. Well, her best friend died. So, yeah. Laurie kind of goes out to try and confront Michael. And Michael ends up dying. She kind of ends up... She attacks Dr. Loomis, because Dr. Loomis eventually shows up, because it's weirdly broadcast. It's just hard to keep track of this whole fucking film. Like, it's one of those things, it's just... it's just so much of it that's just not good, you know? I'm just like... every time I think about stuff in this film, it makes my brain hurt, because I'm just like, oh, no, yeah, no. Oh, that happened for some reason. Just every time I'm like, what? Yes, like Laurie is supposed to be descending into madness from what I've read. I can see. I mean, weirdly, Rob Zombie turned down like a third film of this. I don't know. It's one of those things I'm like, good. I don't know what they would have done with our third film. I mean, part of me is kind of interested in a way. Yeah, if you're gonna make Laurie the killer, and just fucking ditch Michael Myers. We've had enough Michael Myers films, so just fuck it. Just give me a film that just has Laurie as the killer, and everyone has to deal with that. Maybe, I don't know. That's my idea. That's just what one idea I've just come up with off the top of the doom. Yeah, that's certainly an idea. Yeah, we'll never know, because we got the next film is basically ignores everything except for the first film. Not even two, weirdly. I guess because John Carpenter didn't direct that one. Maybe that's why they ignored that. Not sure. I haven't really read into it because I don't want to know about it before I watch it. Which I'm gonna hold off until I can get all three films of the new trilogy together, and we'll go through those. Yeah, just reconciling everything in this movie. I'm just like, no. It's the Michael Myers like having the kind of obsession with his mother, which wasn't it wasn't established in the first film, like in almost any way. And it feels like they're trying to be Jason. Like, why just not doing a Friday the 13th movie? That this whole thing with his mother, which you didn't establish in the first film, would make so much more sense if you were doing a Friday the 13th movie. Because we already know Jason Voorhees has an obsession with his mother. We clearly see that from, like, when characters exploit that. Yeah, like pretending to his mother in part 2. Yeah, part 2, because he's still got the sack on his head rather than the hockey mask. Yes, characters try and exploit that from him, which is cool. Yeah, it's just like, ugh. I'm just like, what? So yeah, it's I just watched just watch this one. What I'd say, just watch this one. Ignore this one. I've got a German copy because I want to get the extended cut, which I have. Yeah, the collector's edition. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Honestly, it just doesn't. It feels like a mess. Like, your main character is not likable in any way. Like, obviously it's supposed to be their kind of descent into madness, but it's like, okay, then who the fuck we're rooting for? Like, you're not rooting for Michael. You're not rooting for Laurie. Who the fuck do I care about? Because there's nothing else. Like, yeah, normally I'm either like going, these kids are fucking idiots. Gil. Whereas this, I'm just like, nah, not really. And then, or I'm just like, yeah, get away from him. Get away from that killer. Come on, yeah. And this is just like, what? Why is she getting visions? Why is she somehow getting visions from this, like, mother that she barely knows because she was a baby in the first film? It's like, what? What? She's got almost like no connection to this mother. It's... Yeah, and just it basically ends with like Laurie in an institution, like kind of smiling at camera, maybe trying to establish Halloween 3, which obviously never happened. So yeah, that's the end of Halloween for a while. I'm not sure what I'm doing next. I have an inkling to want to do Aliens. Aliens. Because why the fuck not? I've been wanting to do the whole Alien and Predator, because I basically want to do all the Alien Predator films. Yeah, that's certainly a thing I want to do. I think that might be what I do, and I'm still unsure, so I've still got a week to decide fully what I'm doing. So don't know, but you'll know because it'll come out next week. So for now, I say farewell. Thanks for watching. And we'll tune in for the next horror film sometime in the future. By sometime, I mean next Sunday. Or, you know, it might be now if you're watching this in the past. And that feels already up. Let's go watch it. I'm going to shut up now. Bye.